All right, thinking Thursday morning here. I don't know what's going on right now, but there's some sort of bird, predatory bird. I'm sitting on the screen porch, flying around the lake, over the lake. Yeah, you're not going to see this, but this thing is weird. It's not an eagle. And maybe it is. It keeps dropping down and hitting the water. Where'd he go? Oh, he's over there. He's on the other shoreline. You can't see this. I know you can't. But he's been flying over the water now. And he drops down. Boom! He hits the water. Now he's over by that cabin over there. He's circling around. Is he gonna land? No, he's still flying. He's going that way. He's done touch and goes now. 6 of them. Hits the water. Kabloosh. And keeps flying. But he doesn't pick anything up. He doesn't have a fish. What are you doing, guy? I wonder. Just theorizing now. If that's how he's given himself a bath. You know, birds in their bird bath, they go in a bird bath and they sit there and they do their thing. They're skitzing out and kicking around and stuff like that. I wonder if that's how eagles give themselves a bird bath. It was weird. I see him flying across. All of a sudden he comes down, ka-whoosh, hits the water, keeps flying. Did a touch and go. And about 100 yards later, he comes down, ka-whoosh, hits the water again. Circles around the lake, goes on the other side, ka-whoosh. He did that 6, 7 times here in front of me. I have never seen that before. Yeah. Adventures at the lake house. Yeah. The lake is glass. It's real early in the morning here. And, yeah. Pretty cool. Fog on the water. Another weird thing that happened early this morning, 4:30, it had me thinking, is off to my left. It'll be your right. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cabins. And I heard a bell. You know, like one of those big ship bells or something that people hang outside their cabins, and if family members are out on the lake fishing or something early in the morning like this or in the evening, whoever's back at the cabin making dinner will come out and ring the dinner bell. It's called ringing the dinner bell. And you know, this was obviously before two-way radios, walkie-talkies. They'd come out and ring the dinner bell, and that way the people out on the lake fishing, family members, oop, dinner's on, and they would come back to the cabin for dinner. 4 something this morning, I hear bing, bing, bing. 3 rings on a bell. I'm like, what? There's nobody on the lake. ever. In all the time I've been here so far, I have never seen somebody out on this lake in the morning fishing. Now, I'm sure that's going to change on the holiday weekend when everybody's here, July 4th. Yeah, this lake's going to be the busiest it's ever going to be. Reminds me, I'm pretty sure the party people will be up across the lake, and they were talking about how they put on a pretty good fireworks show. So we'll get to take that in. That'll be cool. Maybe Scrunch and I will go out in the pontoon boat and drop anchor offshore here and watch that. Mm-hmm. Sweet. But anyway. Oh, look at this. There's a mourning dove right there. See him? Butters is loving lake house life. As is her daddy. Anyway, yeah, I heard bing, bing, bing on that bell. It was a big bell. I'm like, who? Predator Butters. Like, who in their right mind would be ringing the dinner bell at 4:30 in the effing morning? Now, the lady, there's a couple people down the way that are elderly, and they might not all be there. You know? Well, that's what I was thinking. Mm-hmm. Some lady with dementia or something is out there. Bing, 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 rang the bell. Then I figured it out. Because about 2 minutes later, I heard rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat, rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat. It's a frickin' pileated woodpecker. It's mating season for those things as well. Everything's banging. Yeah, everything's getting laid in the spring. Spring's banging season. Wonder if the diva is doing some banging. With the nappy bearded, short waisted, 300-pound, bowling pin shaped miscreant leprechaun. I haven't seen his van at the house in a while. Well, then again, I haven't driven by. Yeah. But anyway, pileated woodpecker. Those are the big ones. The big woodpeckers that Woody Woodpecker was modeled after in the cartoon. Yeah, so this time of the year, they're looking for loud objects to hammer on that make a lot of noise to attract a mate. They intentionally drill on metal roofs, and they're not doing it to drill a hole. They're doing it to make a lot of noise. Metal roofs, aluminum extension ladders. Oh my God, those are loud. When they find one of those and they start hammering on it. And in this particular case, somebody's camp bell. Bing, bing, bing. Yeah. I'm waiting for him to discover my aluminum boat sitting over there. I moved it over there. I used to have it over by the dock, but I moved it over there. It's tucked out of the way. It's a little better hidden. I don't use that boat ever. If my dad comes up here, he'll be using it for a rowboat out on the lake, but I don't use it at all. I did use it to help put the dock in and take the dock out, but you know. So anyway, yeah, that freaking woodpecker found that bell. Bing, bing, bing. Okay. High strangeness at the lake house. Haven't opened up the little black box of misery yet. I'll do that here soon. Yeah. See what I'm in for today. It's kind of nice being up at the Northwood store, working out of the Northwood store, and I'm the only appliance guy here. I can actually figure out and get a better handle on my route days. I'm never able to see on the phone, the computer, what my route is for the next day or the rest of the week. There's a way to do that, but it requires a desktop computer and some program has to be installed on the computer. Some more weirdness going on here. I got to hear some loons this morning on the back lake. Yeah, on the secret lake over there warbling away. That was cool. Yeah. Don't get any of this out at the trailer park. No, that's for sure. But anyway, I can't see my route ahead of time. So I can't see what I have for the next day. But being the only appliance guy, repair guy, I can kind of get a handle on what's coming up for jobs based on the parts that I receive. So we get a transfer truck up to this store on Mondays and Thursdays. And when they bring my appliance parts up and they're on my desk, I can see what's sitting there. And then that'll tell me what jobs are coming up for the rest of the week. So, case in point, there's 2 compressors sitting on my desk right now. So, at some point, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, there he goes again. So he just did a touch and go. Here he goes. He's not grabbing fish. And I don't think it's an eagle. Here's another one. Ooh. Here we go. So there's white on this bird. I wish he'd come closer. He's got a white underbelly. Here you go. What in the hell is he doing? He's not grabbing fish. Here we go again. Come on, guy, come at me and do this. One more. Oh, he went down. You can't see this. I can see it. I can barely see it through the screen. He's winging around. He's coming my way. There he is. See the reflection in the lake? he goes. Now, if he was grabbing a fish, here he goes. Nope, he went down, went back up. If he was grabbing a fish, he'd grab the fish, and then he would go to a tree branch, and sit on the tree branch and eat it. What's he doing? I don't know. Never seen that before. They don't have the ability to grab a bunch of fish. Here he is again. Is he coming at me? Oh, he's flying away. He's going over that gray house right now. Now he's totally leaving the area. He's over the top of the trees, heading south. He doesn't have the ability to grab a bunch of panfish, like bluegills or something, stack them up in his hands, in his claws, in his feet, you know, get 4 or 5 of them, and then take off somewhere and sit and eat them all. No idea what he was doing right there. The only thing I can think of is he was taking a bath. High strangeness at the lake house. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, so I got a couple of refrigerator rebuilds coming up. That I know. But based on the parts that sit on my desk, I can tell what I have for upcoming jobs. Whereas down in Central, DTR, the parts chucker, we'd be getting totes full of parts coming in. And I had no clue who they were for or what jobs they were for or anything. And also, the miscreants that work down at headquarters down in southern Wisconsin, they send those guys up into Central to work on stuff as well, to diagnose and shit. So those parts chuckers are down there ordering parts for up in Central. And yeah, there's shit tons of parts. Being up here by myself, it's just my parts. Freaking love it. So I just ran my dishwasher on a quick cycle to clean the dishes here. And that flood siren never went off. Yeah. So that means the float on the sewage ejector pump worked just fine. This is what I mean. Do I want to drop $800 on a new pump? When the old pump works, it's just that it was sticking, you know? I don't know what to do. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the lid off that pump pit, and I'm going to just look in there and see how it's laid out, how the pump is sitting in there, how that float is sitting in there, whether or not the walls of the pit are all full of sludge, and that's what's causing the float to hang up. I'm going to do that. It's not going to be pleasant, trust me. Looking forward to that like a hole in the head. But, yeah. And if that's the case, I'll just I'll clean the walls of the pit so that the float ball doesn't drag on it, and problem goes away, right? So save me $800. All right. Well, I'm gonna get some more coffee here. I'm gonna reload my pipe or pipes, and go back up on the screen porch there and enjoy my zenful morning, and see what's in store for my route today. I know this. I know Ian, my buddy, the warehouse furniture repair guy. I know his 2 service days are Wednesday and Thursday. That's when they have him out on the road doing furniture repair jobs. So he won't be in the shop today, which means that if I get done early, I can come back and spend some more time on the tractor, finishing cutting the grass and padding the time clock. So, yeah, cool. All right, talk to you soon.